Hello everybody. In the last video we were discussing about the different types of switches from chapter 3 of basic electrical and electronics engineering from first year first sem syllabus of electronics and instrumentation engineering. In the last class and the before class, that is from the last two sessions, we were discussing this unit, and in the very last video we have discussed the two different types of switches. That is, one is toggle switch, the other one is slider switch. So we have discussed all the points related to these two topics, like we have discussed the usage, constructional details, specifications, classification, and as well as applications with respect to these two switches, that is toggle switch and slider switch. And also we have gone through the basic differences between these two switches, and we have got to know the utility of these two switches in the last video. And in continuation with the last video, we'll be discussing push button switches in this video. So this is also one of the most common type of switch that we use in our day-to-day life, either in the industry or in the domestic applications or in personal life. We'll be using push button switch in the most frequent ways. That is, even we carry push button switches in our hands. Can anyone guess? So one of the kind of push button switches that we carry in our hands is nothing but a cell phone, right? Cell phones, calculators, these and all, or the remote controllers what we use for our TVs, they come under the category of switch, and that switch is called as push button switch. Okay, so the push button switch is the most common type of switch we use when compared with the other kind of switches, whereas in toggle switch we see mainly for any electronic and electrical equipment or home appliances, or simply we can use it near the AC mains supply in our homes. Whereas for the slider switches we see for either for radios or TV, or otherwise in any grinding system or in any hobby kits. Otherwise, simple example is a torchlight. So these things like toggle switches and push button switches, slider switches are seldom used. That is, we rarely see them when compared with push button switches. Push button switches we see in very common in our day-to-day life. Now in today's video we'll discuss in detail the constructional details, the specifications, technical aspects, and as well as the applications and the types of push button switches that are available and that are in use. Okay, now we'll start our video by knowing what is all about push button switch. Okay, in any electrical circuit need to be completed to work, the electricity must be able to flow uninterruptedly through the various wires and components. So this is what we expect from any circuit. That is, in any circuit what we expect is that electricity should be flowing, and the components which are connected to them should act according to their purpose, or the purpose should be survived is the main concern when we connect any electrical circuit. right? So but the circuits that are complete all the time aren't useful as ones that work only when they want to we want them to. This is what a switch does. So every time what we do is, all the time we may not expect our circuit to be in working condition. Sometimes we see that the circuit is should be in ideal condition, or sometimes when we make the circuit to come into working condition. So how this how this circuit is coming into working condition, or it is being in ideal condition, or if it is getting into off condition, is purely based upon one basic component, and that component is nothing but a switch. Okay, so switch is a circuit which is making the electrical circuit work according to our need. Okay, so based on the application, or based on the time, or based on the dependency, we operate the switch such that the circuit come into action. Some of the switches are hidden inside the machinery, and some of the switches we can physically see them and touch them. Okay, so all the switches may not be physically available at all the times. Some switches are hidden inside the machinery, and some we can see them and physically we can touch them. So all the switches may not be available physically outside the machinery at all the times. Some are visible and some are placed inside the circuitry. One such kind of switch which is physically available at all the times is nothing but the push button switch. The basic example is, if you take an elevator or a lift. In the lift, we see all the switches placed outside. Okay, so that it is convenient for us to select the numbers according to the requirement, right? That is, here the switches are placed outside such that the selection of particular numbers is done accordingly. So this is one basic example. Otherwise, if you see a cell phone or a calculator, we on the cell phone and on the calculator also we see number of buttons. All those buttons, we call them as buttons, but the action that is taking inside those things, that is cell phone or a calculator, is nothing but a switching action. Okay, so switching is done by us, or by when we press the switches or the buttons, right? So the push button switch is such kind of switch where everything or every button is physically visible to us. Next, push button switches are normally open tactile switches. Push button switch allow us to power the circuit or make any particular connection only when we press the button. Okay, so in all the cases, like in any other switches like toggle switch or slider switch, we generally call it as switch. Whereas in push button switches, we most of the time mention it as buttons. Though it is a switch, we name it as button, right? So many of the times we do the same, right? Push button switches allow us to power the circuit or make any particular connection only when we press the button. So that is why I have mentioned here it as button. Simply, it makes the circuit connected when we press and when the button is pressed, and breaks the circuit when the button is released. Okay, push button switches has thousands of familiar uses, right from elevators and from the power electronic devices like triggering of SCR by an gate terminal, etc. There are hundreds of applications for push button switches. So if you look around, or you go through your house, you see number of push button switches available, right from your cell phone or your laptop or your calculator, your remote controller. Everything is everything has some kind of button, and that button is nothing but a switch. That switch is nothing but push button switches. Okay, the push button switches play a major role in all the kinds of switches and most commonly used. The most common buttons we use are nothing but push button in our day-to-day life and in also in the electronic equipment. So a push button switch seems to be very small, okay, and sealed with mechanism that completes an electrical circuit when you press on it. When it is in on, that is when the push button is in on, a small metal spring inside it makes contact with the two wires, allowing the electricity to flow. So when you see a push button switch outside, from the external view, we see a small black button, like I'll show you the diagram. So you can see it here. When you see a push button switch, we generally see a small button or black color button, or it may be some colored buttons like blue, red or green color type buttons can also be see. So this push button switch, externally it will be some colored kind of button we'll see, and internally there will be some spring action taking place. When we push this button, what happens is that it makes the contact with the two electrical wires that are connected to the power supply. There will be a power supply connected to this switch and a load. So when we push this button comes in contact with the power supply and the load, so such that it makes an electrical circuit. When the electrical circuit is made, power supply will be flowing from this switch to the load, such that the load will be in operation. For example, if we take a laptop, the load here is nothing but a screen, the laptop itself. Or if we take an elevator or a lift or a calculator, when we press the button, the particular action will be taking place. So okay, so when we make a circuit, and from that circuit current will be flowing. So all this will be done with the help of a spring action. Okay, so just we have a spring beneath the plastic button, which is popping out of the from the out of the spring. And when the push button is off, the spring expands again and contact is interrupted, that is breaking of the circuit will be done, and the current won't flow. Okay, when what we are doing is that when we are pushing the button, the spring inside it make the two wires come in contact with the power supply and allowing the electricity to flow. That means electricity will be flowing in this position when the button is pushed or spring is pushed inside. Whereas when we again push the button, the spring again it expands to its normal position, and the contact of the wires from the power supply is interrupted, and the electricity or the current won't flow. Okay, this is basic action what we see in any push button switches. The body of the switch is made up of a non-conducting plastic. This is what we know, like it is made up of any plastic material, non-conducting plastic material, in order to have some insulation. In contrast to toggle switch, this is purely made up of, the handle or the button is made up of a insulating material. Okay, so these are some of the basic kinds of push button switches that we commonly see in our day-to-day life. And the next point is coming to the types of push button switches. what are the types of push button switches that are available. Before going into this, we'll see, I'll give you an example of two things. Like if you take a calculator and if you take a TV, okay, so in the olden days we had TVs like made up of CRT tube TVs we have. So in order to switch on the TV, we just go and press the button. The button goes inside and stays there itself. And if we want to switch off the TV, we again press the button and the button will come back to its original position when we press it again. This is one kind of switch. Or else if you take a calculator if you take an lift, when you push the button, what happening is, if you push the button at the same moment or at the same time after you press, the spring action will be, or the spring will be coming back, or the button will be coming back to its initial position at the same time itself. There is a difference between these 2 points. Like when we compare a elevator switch with a old model TV, in one kind of in the old CRT tube TVs, the button is going inside and will remain there until we again push it. Whereas in lift or in a calculator or in a remote controller, when we press a button, at that moment itself, when we take our hands from the button will come back to its initial position. So though these two come under the category of push button switch, there is a slight variation in their operation. So this variation gives us the types of push button switches, right? So with this simple example, you can understand what are the types that might be available with the push button switches. Okay, now we'll see what are the types of push button switches that are available. These push button switches come in two basic kinds. That is, first one is momentary switches, push button switches, and second one is non-momentary push button switch. First one is momentary and the second one is non-momentary push button switches. The switches what we see for cell phone or a calculator or an elevator or for a doorbell, what we see are nothing but momentary contact switches, momentary contact type push button switches. That is, with this you might have concluded or you might have got an idea what is meant by momentary switches. That is, when you push, or the switch will work only as long as you press them. Okay, when you take your finger out or when you stop the force applied on the switch, the switching action will stop. The switching action will be done only when you press it. When you release your force on the or the pressing action is released, the switching is done. Okay, so the momentary contact type of switches work only as long as you press on them, like the buttons on the cell phone, calculator, or on the doorbells, or a simple calling bell we say. Okay, in this also, in the momentary switches also, we have again two types of push button switches. The first one is normally on type and the second one is normally off. Okay, not all the types like calculator, phone, or doorbell, they don't come under the same category. Again, these momentary switches are categorized into two types. First one is normally open and the second one is normally closed or normally off type. Now we'll see what is normally off and what is normally on type of switches. First we'll see normally off. With the normally off switch, there is no connection till you push the button. Okay, so there will be no connection until you push the button. The most push button switches are used in this way, like we'll use these kind of normally off buttons for doorbells, cell phone keys, and garage door openers, etc. So these are the basic examples for normally off. That is, there will be no connection until you push the button. And the second type is normally on. Here the switch conducts normally but interrupts the circuit when you press on it. Okay, this is very much similar to that of the old CRT tube type TVs. So when you interrupt the circuit, that is, the switch gets in or the circuit gets interrupted when you again press on it. So this is more specialized and may be used in conjunction with a wiring trick. So if you take a wiring, just we'll talk about a trick such that we can understand this operation clearly. Like you connecting a normally on switch in parallel with a light bulb will light the bulb when the button is pushed. That is, you take a parallel connection of a light bulb and a button. So this parallel connection to make the light glow, or the light will parallel with the light will bulb when the button is pushed. Okay, when you push the button, the light will glow. Otherwise, current will flow through the circuit, leaving the bulb off. Okay, so this is normally on type of switches. That is, the switch conducts normally until and unless it gets interrupted by another press, it will work on continuously. Next, we'll see the second type of non-momentary contact. So till now we were discussing about momentary type of push button switches. That is, when you press, instant action will take place. Examples are nothing but doorbells or cell phones or calculators. That is, after when you press, action will take place, and when you remove, the spring action will stop its working. That is, it will come back to its normal position once we release the force applied on the button. The non-momentary contact example we have already discussed, like in the TVs or in the tape recorder type of things, we see non-momentary type of switches. The non-momentary type of switch take one push to turn on and another push to turn off. This one I have already mentioned, like in the TVs or in the radios or in any tape recorder type of things. To turn on the circuit, we just use a press to turn on, and to turn off the device we again take a press, right? So these kind of switches we see for these things, like in function generators and CROs also we'll be using this kind of switches for selection. For example, if you take a CRO, for selection of X channel or Y channel or XY channel, or selection of any modes in CRO, we'll be using non-momentary type of push button switches. Even in the function generator, for selection of any particular waveform in our laboratories, we'll be pressing that button, and if you want to select another button, we'll release this button and press the other one, right? So those kind of switches what we use for uh, in our laboratories come under the category of non-momentary type of push button switches. Okay, so with this you got to know what is meant by push button switches, and uh, uh, what is the difference between a non-momentary type of push button and a momentary type of push button. So for a non-momentary contact, one press for on and one press for off. Until and unless you press the second time, or else press it for the second time, it will remain in its the previous state until we press the for the second time. Okay, and next we'll see some of the most commonly available push button switches that we see in our day-to-day life. So you can, as you can see on the screen, these are the various types of push button switches that are available in the market. Some may be smaller in size, some may be a bigger one, some may be used in very small in size. These kind of things, you can see the red ones, these are very small. This can be used in electronic equipment, and these kind of things, which are a bit bigger in size, which are helpful to press with the help of a thumb, where we use this for elevators or even in the industries, to turn on the industry or to shut down the industry, or to select the modes of operation in any industry. These kind of switches, like where a thumb is sufficient to be placed, these kind of switches can be used. Whereas for the calculators and the small things, and like keyboard kind of things, we can use this kind of switches. Okay, based upon the application and its size, the selection of particular push button switches will be made. Okay, next we'll see what are the features for the push button switches. So these push button switches prevents the flux rise by the inserted molded terminal. So there will be no prevention of the flux will be done, because we are inserting the terminal inside a special cabin, such that the flux prevention can be done when we are switching when the switching action is taking place. And the second feature for push button switch is snap in mount terminal, is a special feature for push button switches, and the contact bounce is up to maximum of 5 millisecond, and a crisp clicking by the tactile feedback is there for push button switches, and dielectric withstanding voltage is up to 250 volts AC for 1 minute. So dielectric withstanding voltage, this is the main point, is up to 250 volts AC for 1 minute. Next, we'll move on with the technical aspects of the push button switches. Coming to the mode of operation, it has a tactile feedback mode of operation, and the power rating is up to max 50 milliamperes, 24 volts DC. Insulation resistance is up to 100 mega ohms at 1000 volts voltage. Operating force is up to 2.55 plus or minus 0.69 newtons. Contact resistance is up to maximum of 100 mega ohms. Contact resistance is up to 100 mega ohms. Operating temperature range is from -20 to +70 degrees centigrade. So this is the advantage for push button switch. When we compare push button switch with the toggle and slider switch from the previous session, the operating range is higher for this push button switch. Storage temperature range is also high for push button switches, that is from -20 degrees centigrade to +70 degrees centigrade is the storage temperature range, and operating temperature range is also the same. It will be of the same range. So what we can say is that push button switches are the most robust kind of switches that are available, and these are adaptable to any kind of environment up to a temperature range of +70 degrees centigrade. And coming to the applications of push button switches, right from the starting of the class of this video, we are discussing the applications one way or the other regarding the push button switches. So push button switches are used everywhere right now. So push button switches are used in educational institutions. Like in educational, we'll be using push button switches. Like in calculators, we'll be using push button switches, laptops, computers, and in elevators, we'll be using push button switches. Even in the cell phones and the old model type of cell phones, telephones also, we'll be using push button telephones were there previously. That means simply we can say it as landline phones. Even in the landline phones, buttons were there. Those buttons are nothing but push button type of switches, that is momentary type of switches were there. Okay. Next, in home appliances like in TVs or remote controllers, either in AC remote controller, TV remote controller, or home automated remote controllers, we will be using push button switches. And coming to the kitchen appliances, right from the microwave oven, we will be using mixers and other appliances like toasters, grillers, everything, and also the induction stoves, those and all, like the kitchenware. Most of the kitchenware, electronic kitchenware nowadays are using push button type of things. Okay. And magnetic locks. These days, instead of key and a lock, magnetic locks are in trend right now. So for any security locking system or digital locking systems, like even in banks or in the homes or automated homes, we'll be using a secured number system or locking system where a password is given. If we give the password, or if you press the password on the keypad that is outside the door, then only the door get opened. Even this applies to same this is applicable to the locking system that is available in the banks for saving our ornaments and all. Okay. Next one is various other mechanical and electronic devices, home and commercial. These points we have already discussed. And coming to the mechanical type of things means like in any electrical motors or generators, these days we can select the mode of operations by using push button switches. Initially toggle switches were used, but these days push button switches are used. Even if you go for your electrical laboratory, the working modules of any uh, DC AC motors or induction motors are being demonstrated with the help of push button switches. Next is automobile. If you take any car or a bike, the bike has a self. If the bike is a self-started bike, or if it is a scooty is self-starting, if you start it with a self-starter, then that is also a kind of push button switch. Even in the car nowadays, just instead of a key, we are now using push button switches to either start or stop the engine. So even in the cars, bikes, like even space shuttle systems and all, we'll be using push button switches for selection of various modes. And finally, in the industrial control applications, like if you go for any thermal power plants or any automated industries, or the conveyor belt system, everything will be done automatically by selection of the switches. So those switches are generally made up of push button kind of thing. So push button switches are now used everywhere, right from the simple remote controller to a space shuttle application. Push button switches are used everywhere these days. So these are the applications, technical aspects, working, and as well as the types of push button switches that are available with us. So based on the application and based on the utility and based on the size of the equipment, the selection of particular push button switch will be done. So and the selection will also be made based on the switching action, like non-momentary type of action. If we expect that particular kind of push button will be selected, and if we want a momentary kind of push button, that respective switch will be selected. So there are various numbers of push button switches available. Everything will be done within a spring action. So the thing that should be carefully kept in mind regarding push button switches is that if the spring action is lost, that is, if the elasticity of the spring is lost, the switch action will be lost. So when dealing with push button switches, careful handling of push button switches is definitely required and should be kept in mind while operating. Unnecessary handling or unnecessary or false operation of push button switches lead to easy damage, or the lifespan of the push button switches will be less when we do faulty or unnecessary push button action every time. So when dealing with push buttons, I have to keep it in mind that the spring action will be lost if unnecessary number of actions or inappropriate action of switching is done. So these points should be kept in mind, and these are the things that we have to know regarding push button switches. Okay, so in the next coming classes we will be discussing some other points from the same chapter, like we may be discussing with this we have discussed things that we have given in our syllabus, like we have discussed toggle, slider and push button switch. And in the next coming classes we'll discuss what is meant by relay and the different types of relay, and from that the most important type of relay what is available with us, that will be discussed, and some videos will I'll show you some videos for clear understanding. Okay, so thank you and see you in the next class. Thank you. In the next video we'll be discussing points like relays and what is meant by electromagnetic relay, will be discussed in the next video. And we have also we have discussed some types of switches, but what are the ISI symbols of various switches, we'll try to know in the next video. That is for any exam kind of thing, ISI symbols of various switches is the most frequently asked question. So that's why we'll see the ISI symbols of switches in the next coming class along with the relay content. Okay, thank you.